We're just going to take a minute to give everybody time to join the live. I convinced Casey, my husband, to be here today. So thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
For being on. We're testing new mics, so hopefully we sound decent. So be sure to let me know. I'm going to make sure that I can see chats on here.
There we go. I had to reload.
Hey, Colorado Tulips. Carrie, how are you? How's your day going? Hey, Colorado Tulips. Carrie, how are you? Yeah, turn that volume off. There you go.
It is on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops. All right, there we go. So, the chat does go away, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very annoying that the chat just disappears. I've never figured out how to keep it just on there. One day, we're going to do this from my laptop with my camera has the webcam, because the setup from a laptop is way better than using my phone. I'm able to actually see everything, see your comments without them disappearing. It can be very frustrating.
Understandable. So, while we wait a few minutes, how you doing? How are you doing today?
I am doing really good. I'm happy to be here doing a live for the first time in like a year?
Has it really been a year?
It's been a long time since I've done this. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I kind of shut down. If you can hear the pause, Pausley's got to find her spot to sit and lay. There we go. There you go. Be quiet now.
Let's see if she grabs the cables.
It's easier to tell the children, okay, off the Wi-Fi. Try not to come up here and get too many snacks while we're doing this. However, the fur children, it's a little harder to control them.
I think so.
I think so. Also, my crabapple tree, have you noticed it?
The middle one?
The middle one.
Yeah.
It's got more blooms, guys. It's blooming out even more. So those of you who are tuning in, we're just taking a minute to let everybody join in. I hope you're all doing great. Hey, Sarah Ford, it's been a minute since I've seen you. Welcome. Hey, Lisa, glad to have you here. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for saying I look wonderful. I took time to put makeup and do my hair on just for y'all.
That was for me.
She's not talking to you.
But thanks. Oh. What?
I'm sure you look great too, honey. You look too. I'm sure you look great too.
I always look great.
You do.
How do we sound?
Do we sound okay?
Should we ask that?
Probably.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Who sounds better? Question. Do I sound better? And Casey? So let us know. Can you hear us okay?
They did hear the puppy paws.
Awesome. But yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be doing this live. When I was doing my makeup and my hair for y'all, Casey came and he was like, do I need to do makeup too? I was like, you're beautiful. You're already gorgeous. You don't need makeup, darling.
Naturally born with it. Yeah, there you go.
Actually, y'all, I wish I could show y'all this man's eyelashes. Seriously, him and his children have the longest eyelashes, and I am so jealous. Mine are stubby. I have stubby eyelashes. Y'all can hear us fine. Good. Thank you.
Excellent.
Forgot your name. The kids are great. Forgot your name. To your husband's name. This is Casey, y'all. Sorry, it just took me a minute to realize what the comment said.
Yeah, I guess I should have introduced myself. That's a good idea.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
I'm Casey, the other counterpart to this farm, the background character so far, for the most part. Yeah. So what's going on in this live today? What are we here for?
We're here to fight a little bit. We're going to talk about the front yard. And those of you who maybe you just stumbled upon this live and you've never seen my face before, hi, my name's Jessie. This is my husband, Casey, and I am a flower farmer in Zone 8B, Ruston, Louisiana. I've been flower farming for about 4 years now, except this year I'm taking the year off. Kind of took about half of last year off due to burnout, but I've decided this year I'm finally getting back into the groove of flowers. I love flowers, all things flowers. And we've been in this house, y'all, for 7 years.
This summer.
Yeah, 7 years this summer. And we have not done any landscaping to the front of my house whatsoever.
I put in 4 azalea bushes, 1 rose bush.
Which I fought him the whole way on. I was like, I don't want azaleas. Azaleas are beautiful for some people, but there's just so many azaleas already in everybody's yard.
Who's the muscle? Sarah Ford says the muscle.
That one. Definitely
so.
Casey. Definitely Casey.
Why is the camera not centered on us?
Because I haven't turned it just
that bothers me.
Does it bother you?
Yes, it does. Going for a ride. There we go. That's perfect.
Is that better?
Yes.
It's a little hard when YouTube camera is different from my video camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not able to see exactly how the angle is going to be. But I hope I like the backdrop. I worked hard on our backdrop this morning.
Mm-hmm. She did a great job.
What was I going to? Oh, the azalea bushes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I tried to explain to him the azalea bushes like morning sun, afternoon shade. And guess where we have them?
It's hearsay.
Are they thriving?
They're bloomed. The parts you didn't cut have bloomed. She shaved them back. She neutered them.
Oh,
just about.
They saw.
That was.
I did a video.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
I did a whole video of me like I'm conquering the front yard. Like I was just kind of piddling, and I tackled the blackberry bush that was tangled in those. Yeah, they're not thriving.
Yeah,
one died even. What was real and what's not? A lot of them are fake.
Oh, the middle's not.
The middle's not. My husband bought me flowers this weekend, which was super sweet of him. I actually got fussed at.
You got fussed at?
I got fussed at last week by a fan.
Really?
Yes. So I was in the Super One parking lot after I just went grocery shopping.
Oh, local grocery store.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was getting in my car when someone yelled, "Living on a prayer, flower farm lady." And I'm like, what? So I get back out of my car to meet this person, and they're like, I just had to go buy flowers from Super One, the local grocery store, because you're not the farmer's market. And I looked at it, to be quite honest with you, I just looked at the discount buggy of flowers too before I left because I was going to buy myself flowers.
Yeah.
So I got fussed at, but she understood. It's like, the farm's on pause. It's just, I know, I hate buying flowers that aren't grown locally as well. And I do miss the farmer's market, but I don't miss getting up at 5 a.m. I hate getting up early. I'm not a morning person.
Must be nice to not have to. Must be nice.
Casey has to wake up at like 4 a.m. for your job.
4:15.
4:15 for your job. He's a golf course equipment manager.
You got it.
So he has to wake up early. And it's gotten so bad, y'all. I hate it when he doesn't wake up early and he's here in the mornings because I'm a non-morning person and you're more of a morning person.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I need an hour to drink my coffee and decompress before I can people, including my own family.
Mm-hmm.
Even the kids know. Emily will come up to me if I'm in the den drinking my coffee, watching Garden Answer or something. She's like, Mom, have you had your coffee yet? And if I just look at her and I'm like holding my coffee cup, she's like, oh, I'll be back. just give me a minute. Anyway, back to the front yard in the azaleas.
Oh, yeah.
So the azaleas are not thriving. They need to come up. I will be ripping them up or making him rip them up.
Not thriving?
They're not thriving. They've been in that spot for 3-4 years.
They were getting large, and then you trimmed them back.
They were getting large in our walkway.
Yeah, that's true.
The kids commented, they were like, we are so happy that we can walk now without hitting the bushes or getting wet. So they were happy that I went and attacked those azalea bushes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was personally happy that I went and attacked the azalea bushes because we have little stones. I think I threw a picture up of what the front yard looked like in one of the videos or somewhere. And we just have these little stepping stones, but the bushes were impeding on the stepstones. So you had to walk out in the grass to get around. So there's no point in having those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll be ripping those up.
I also agree. Coffee is the best.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
I want to see some comments.
Sarah Ford says, can so relate to the coffee first. Roebuck Mountain Farm. Coffee is the lifeblood.
It is.
100% true.
100.
100% true, yeah.
I don't know how people who don't drink coffee make it. I don't know
Drink coffee and make it?
how
What?
they make it. The ones who don't drink coffee.
Oh, don't drink
Yeah,
coffee.
how do
That
they
makes
make
more
it?
sense.
Yes. It's terrible when I wonder, is everybody married like a non-morning person to a morning person?
I don't nudge her when she's sleeping.
He used to. I had to train him.
You come back missing a finger if you try to wake her up too early.
How long have we been married?
Why do you ask me this?
16,
I
17
thought it was
years?
17
I
this
think
year.
17, yeah. It'll be 17 in June.
Is it 17 this year?
We got married in 2007.
I'm not mathing right now. Maths with an audience? No.
Yes, 17 years.
Okay. Gotcha. 17. There you go. Yeah, Colorado tulips. I'm not. No. The only time I'll try to wake her up is once it's past 8 o'clock.
Then it's kind of safe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then have either breakfast cooked
Mm-hmm.
or a cup of coffee ready to go for her.
It's best to wake me up with the smell of bacon. The smell of bacon's the best way to wake me up.
It is, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Now, guys, I do want to take just a moment to say some thank yous. Because, as y'all know, I have buymecoffee.com, which there's a difference between Buy Me Coffee and YouTube. So Buy Me Coffee takes only 5% of my earnings that you donate to the farm, whereas YouTube takes 30%. And I was actually going through everything, and I wanted to say thank you to the top 3. I thought I had the top 3 written down, didn't I? Maybe not. At least to Sarah Ford. I wanted to say thank you, Sarah Ford. You were my top contributor for buymeacoffee.com. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. And to Carrie, a.k.a. Colorado Tulips. Y'all are my top 2 contributors on buymeacoffee.com. And y'all are the reason this farm is still up and running. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to take this moment to say that we finally opened up a channel membership. So if you'd like to sign up to help support the farm with the Canva thumbnail subscription,
you don't have to do that. We're not asking people to do this. It's just if you feel obliged to do this, you can go for it.
So it just helps with the YouTube channel. Everything goes back into the channel, into the farm. Helps with the farm pug having his flower adventures. Say, small Gus, you're on camera. So just wanted to put that out there. We did start that. So that's just available, guys. We're going to try and do more lives. Definitely more lives in the future, and member-only lives as well. So just wanted to take a moment.
Member-exclusive lives.
Which may be just us hanging out with one person, and that's okay. We'll hang out with you and just have fun.
Robug Mountain Farm says, my Louisiana cousins say they buy rocks. Is that true? What do you mean rocks?
Explanation.
There's different sizes of rocks. You have little rocks, bigger rocks, and really big rocks.
You've got purple rocks, pink rocks.
Where do you get those?
Caves.
We have caves here too?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, clarify what rocks you're talking about.
Now, if you're talking about the front yard and the stones, those came with the house. When we bought this trailer, manufactured home, if you want to be fancy, they provided stones. But the dream is
probably from some local source.
We want to put pea gravel, has our walkway, a nice gravel walkway. And we have 2 different ideas of how we want this to go. And I have beautiful pictures to show you of what we're envisioning. So I'm going to show you my idea first.
Was I supposed to do something?
No, I did it for you, darling.
Oh, thank you.
You just get to sit here and look pretty and be comical.
I could be the muscle.
You're the muscle. So I want to show y'all my idea.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the pea gravel.
Sure is some idea.
Some butterfly bush, sunshine ligustrum, Russian sage, maybe some annuals. This is what I'm thinking, nice curved path up to the stairs. And this is the front of the house. This gets all day sun, especially hot afternoon sun, which, guys, if you live in a hot and humid area like we do, it is just unforgiving out there. I need tough plants. So this is what I was thinking.
That gets all day sun.
Yes.
You sure about that? You feel good about that?
Okay, it gets a little bit of morning shade and then all day sun.
It's on the west side of the house, so it does not get the morning sun. Yeah.
For like 3 hours.
You can't lie to people.
It misses 3 hours.
We're genuine
I'm not
here.
lying.
We're very genuine.
I need something that needs all day sun because it's going to get the majority of the sun, especially in the afternoon.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
But Casey is concerned about, having to walk out and around, right? Is what his concern is. I'm going to be too lazy to walk out and around.
I'm a lazy person. I want a straight shot to the house. Yeah.
That, his azalea bushes kept us from doing.
You just pushed them out of the way. Just brush them out of the way.
Just push the bushes out of the way. That's all you got to do.
They're greeting you as you come home. Hello.
Emily really loved them when she was in her homecoming dress and these high heels. That poor thing. I was like, here, let me hold the bushes back for you so that you can get by.
Y'all have my soul. I have your rocks, says Roebuck.
Ah, the iron ore rocks.
The what rocks?
Iron ore.
Iron ore.
Don't be funny the way I talk. You talk just like I do.
I do.
Sir.
Yeah, it's just red clay. When it's dry, it's basically harder than concrete.
Yeah.
When it's wet, it's like quicksand. There's no in between. It's one extreme to the other when it comes to iron ore.
And it's like a sponge. It holds that moisture. So it can be good because it holds moisture for longer.
Does it?
It does.
Oh.
That's one of the bad things about clay soils. It doesn't always release the moisture.
Well, it also doesn't release nutrients because it's so compact and hard that it's harder for roots to get in and get stuff.
That too. So we feel your pain.
It's harder for stuff to start on it as well. Like grass just has a hard time to cut into it and start.
We're just now getting grass in the front yard.
It's been an ever growing process.
Pretty much all the sunflowers. Yes, Casey is hilarious. That's why he's on this live. So everything that we harvested, like sunflowers, all the dead debris from the farm, we've been throwing out in the front yard to help just try and create that organic matter to help grass grow because we're so tired of seeing red dirt.
Yeah, Debbie, rock. I have heard the iron ore clay can hold a lot. It's just it's hard for the plants to get it, from my understanding.
He's not a gardening person.
I know I'm not, but just from what I've seen through the years and heard, it's just hard for the plants to get it and get started.
Well, the issue mainly we run into is that it holds so much water that it doesn't drain properly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or like if we have heavy rains like we do in Louisiana during the spring, it just puddles. So you have root rot.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when it's dry, oh my gosh, it is so dry and hard. And like you said, it's like concrete. All right. So y'all have seen my idea. Let me show you Casey's idea with my wonderful high-tech drawing.
Which one? Also, I want chat. All right, chat. You have a job. Which drawing is better? Not for what we should do, just her artistic skills. Which one is better?
Why do you got to judge me?
Because I'm here to do that. I do this normally with her anyway, so having an audience is even better.
Oh, it's great. Just disclaimer, I drew both of these.
She did.
But you can let me know. Jesse won. Just put J for the first one I showed you and C.
Or 1 and 2.
For the second one.
Okay,
yeah, because it's Casey's idea, even though I drew it.
No, I got it.
And you can tell how much effort I put into Casey's idea.
At least you used graph paper, so it's to the foot.
Can you see it? So we've got roses, English climbing roses to go between our windows, a tater tot arborvitae, and like Russian sage on the sides of the tater tot arborvitae, which I probably am saying wrong, and then like a straight path. And then we would eventually do like a garden on the other side of the walkway. So whose idea is better? Mine or Casey's? And throw mine up there just to remind y'all this was mine. So,
which one has the better artistic value, essentially?
Yeah. Which drawing looks better? J or C?
There you
go.
So let's talk about, all right, so we have no
Artistic skill,
No,
drawing
I
skill.
wanted to say schedule
talent.
or itinerary. Both are wrong. We have no layout for this live. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next? Let's see. All right, let's go to yours. Go to yours. Put this down. Put mine down. Don't hit your mic. Let's go through your evening.
Okay.
So this is the in the house, right?
Yes.
Are you wanting to do any focal points here, or is there any specific types you want for the entrance to the house, or what makes you think this will be a good layout?
Because we're going to have like a cypress mop, like right by the steps.
How long is this?
This live?
No, baby. How long is the carport to the front porch?
It's about 41 feet.
Lisa was asking.
41 feet.
Yes, Lisa.
And the garden bed that I designed would be about 6 to 7 feet.
Deep.
Deep. Yes.
How long was it? I know you just said it.
41 feet from start to finish. So we're looking at about $300 just in gravel. You know?
It's expensive.
So we got my cypress mop. We've got, lots of evergreen bushes in the back to have winter interest as things fade. We've got room for a giant butterfly bush because I love butterfly bushes. We've got room for annuals. It's a lot of room.
Have a vote for me.
How many for me that you're not telling me?
0. Oh, you have one.
Who voted for me?
Linda Albano?
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, bestie. Thank you.
Roebuck, it's not a tough choice. They're both hers. They're both her drawings.
Whereas Casey, it shaves down like a foot of walking.
With mine, I liked the idea of having some wall type climbing thing, and it's 2 parts. One, hush dog. One, because I think it would be pretty, and 2, to keep the afternoon sun off the side of the house. Yeah. But it would only be part of the house and not the whole house. So I don't know if it's even worth that trouble.
I was fighting him at first, but I do kind of love the idea of climbing roses now.
Just covering in between the windows is my idea.
Like a beautiful, like pink apricot blush color of climbing rose to go up there. I just hate that there's not enough room for many plants. This would only be like 3 foot deep. So that's why I've got like a small little shrub. Tater tot arborvitae gets like 2 to 3 feet wide and you don't have to worry about it. Debbie, you like his because it doesn't curve the path as much.
I'll
get to
it. I'll get to it. I'm on it. We have several chats we can
What did Debbie say?
Debbie said, I like Casey's layout because it doesn't curve the path as much.
You don't like the curve.
And shading the west side of the house. I like the idea of the thuja. What's thuja? Thuja. What's that?
I can't see.
It's right. I just pointed to it. It's right there.
I don't know.
Cypress budlia.
You're using big words for me.
I'm sure I'm butchering them. On the other side, I just lost where we were going with this.
You have to tap it and then.
Tap it what?
Oh, I thought you lost a comment.
No.
I'm a hot mess. Sorry.
No, yours goes away. Mine doesn't. I'm viewing the stream. This is so unprofessional already. Why would anybody pay for this? Well, I don't know. Okay, so she likes it because it doesn't curve. I understand that.
Gotcha.
And then Lisa says, your country.
Thank you. Carrie said it's arborvitae. Thuja.
What? I'm going on previous ones here, babe.
Okay.
We have to catch up. You probably know what this abbreviation is. NRCS. Your
country.
That's county, baby.
Nursery. Something. I'm not sure.
May sell pollinator shrub bundles for an area this size. That is true.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Low maintenance. Yes, that's what we're going for here. Honestly,
what we're going for. Something that I don't have to worry about too much. So, honestly, though, guys, I've kind of fallen in love with Casey's idea of the roses. Yeah, I really like the idea of the
another concern for me was if we get something that climbs, how do we stop it from climbing further to get on the roof? How far away from the house do we go? Because in my mind, I feel like we may need to go behind it. I don't know why. I don't know why to do something. I don't know what, but
so
I'm trying to future proof. Like, I don't want it up against the house
First off,
and the siding blows off and we have to pop it on. I don't know.
well, this will help prevent that. It will. But
what will prevent what?
The roses being on it will help prevent like storm damage.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just, what if we have to access a window to replace it and the bushes are there to the side in the way? I think of these things. I think of little things like this.
Well, then the great thing about climbing roses is you can hack them back and they'll grow. And then through my research of this and talking to a David Austin Roses expert.
You talked to him directly?
Well, I emailed on like, hey, I've got hard clay soil.
Okay, fair enough.
I've got afternoon sun. What will thrive here and not die on me? Because if we do this, I want something that's going to last, you know?
Oh, Colorado Tulip says arborvitae equals thuja.
That's what I said. And you were like,
I knew that. How did I forget?
Anyway, but the great thing about common roses is you have different mature heights. So you can get one that only goes up to 12 feet.
What stops them? Does it just be like, all right, I'm done?
It gets spindly, I guess. And you trim it. You trim it. That's
so it doesn't stop.
I don't know.
See, that's like, are we going to get out on a ladder and trim it every month? I'm not.
I might.
No, you won't.
You don't have to trim it every month. But during the fall and winter, you cut it back and you let it just do its thing.
Yeah. But that's just one of the things I thought of. Is, like I said, how does it just stop? Does it just know?
It does. It's on a plant timer.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. And it's like,
gotcha.
We reached the 12-foot height that said I'm allowed to go, so we're stopping. That's what's happened. Yeah, trim it once a year. Thank you, Sarah. See?
Yeah, some type of arbor is what we're thinking about, Linda. Yeah.
Well,
some structure. Yeah. Not necessarily on the house itself, some structure.
Well, I can't find anything online that's as tall as we would need it to be.
It would have to be something homemade.
So we would probably use like rebar and a cow panel.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably paint a cow panel with some black spray paint, and then we would attach it to the rebar and have it going up. Or
T-post or, wire ties or something.
We'd probably leave it a good half a foot to a foot.
At least a foot.
From the house to give it room to do its thing. Because you need to be able to go through.
Mm-hmm,
so
and breathe.
Yeah. Because we're humid and powdery mildew is something that happens here.
Linda says wall climbers are high maintenance.
Now, Linda, why you got to go and shoot me down like that?
I don't know. Tell me. I have no clue.
I'm going to lean on Linda. Linda knows what she's talking about.
Homestead K loves the idea or likes the idea of climbing roses. If you can keep them from being unruly, understandable. That you're trimming once a month.
I do like to chop a bush down.
I love both, but I'd go with C for the roses, says J Nim 1962.
So, all right.
Generous Gardener is a great climbing rose.
Ooh,
Write that down.
I don't have a pen.
I'm playing. You don't.
No, but seriously, okay, we'll have to rewatch the live for a look through the comments because that's a great idea. Thank you.
Middle-sized garden is wonderful. I think they said that was a British content creator.
And guys, I gotta throw this out here. I gotta go on a rant real quick. I got a rant. So I've been driving. Let me put these sheets up. I've been driving around looking at all these houses, trying to look for inspiration at front yards that, give me an idea of what we could do here. Inspiration.
Colorado Tulip says they do have height limits or max out length. That's cool.
Thank you,
Gary. I mean, we stopped growing.
Thank you, Colorado.
We stopped growing.
Yeah.
Not outwards.
Suck it in real quick.
We stop in some regards. Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm going to shut up now.
Anyway, I'm driving around looking at everything, and Casey and I were actually on a date whenever I started ranting to him. I was like, all these houses, you know what they have in front of their house? Bushes.
Bushes or nothing.
Freaking bushes.
If there is something, it's normally bushes of some variety. Yeah.
And I'm not saying like pretty bushes. I'm talking like just a row of boxwoods or just a row of azaleas. Nothing else. Just one type of bush. Bushes. It was so aggravating. And I mean, right now, I'm the first one to throw a stone at the glass house. I have bushes in front of my house. but I wanted something to look at to be inspired. So if you're one of those people that just has bushes, I understand. Low maintenance, probably easier to take care of. But it was so frustrating.
Some were maintained and some went wild.
Some of them were wild and some were beautiful. I'm like, I want a garden.
Yeah,
Show me my native plants that will grow here.
Not a wall.
Not a wall of bushes.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Yeah. Do we have local master gardeners here?
We do. Actually gave a speech at the local Ruston Gardeners Club last year, and you can find that video on buymeacoffee.com if you're a supporter. But I did a long speech. They asked me to come speak.
You recorded the speech?
I recorded it and posted it on buymeacoffee.com.
Okay,
so you can actually watch the whole speach.
They were very nice. Local master gardeners. At the extension office? What's an extension office?
We have an ag extension office. That's where you go to pick up your soil samples, talk about what's going on. They'll help you. Yes. And
some deer will, yeah.
The deer.
Lisa, yeah.
I'm also looking at deer-resistant bushes that can handle the deer pressure as well.
Or the forsythia got ate up.
Yeah. I've learned the hard way, just because it's deer-resistant doesn't mean deer-proof. But I have to
This is during the winter, though.
Yeah, there was nothing else to eat.
Yeah, they stripped that poor little forsythia bush. But it came back beautifully. And it looks like they've left it alone now.
They have.
It's very pretty now. Very pretty.
I guess there's enough for them to eat now. So they're leaving it alone. It's very nice now to not have that. But yeah, I'm tired of seeing everybody's houses with these bushes. I'm ranting on everybody for having just bushes.
So a little backstory. I did appliance repair for about 5 years, several years ago. And I'm sure there were some residents that had a nice, pretty floral type yard to look at. But I don't recall really any, if any, that had what you're dreaming of.
A garden.
I'm sure I came across a couple, but it's been so long ago. But it's just kind of rare here. Maybe not everywhere else, but here it's just, maybe it's too hot in the summer. People just don't want to get out and fool with it. Well, that may be a reason as well.
I guess my mother had flowers. She had a garden. I mean, I was sent to school with armfuls of roses to give to my teachers.
See, I never knew anyone that did that. So I guess it is rare.
I thought it was normal.
Around these parts.
And I kind of resented her for a little bit because I thought I had a black thumb and that she gypped me of her wonderful growing talent.
You kind of had a little bit of a browner.
Just takes effort, people. Just takes effort.
Yep.
Just takes effort. But so looking for inspiration.
Thank you, Colorado tulips.
So
for explaining the extension. I'm unfamiliar with a
read
lot
it
of this
because
stuff.
some people may not know it.
Yes, ma'am. Extension office. One of your state universities will have the agricultural extension office to answer questions scientifically from gardeners and farmers.
That's helpful. I need to give them a call.
Sarah says here in Australia, everyone has agapanatus. No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
It's so nice to have someone else
Don't like them at all.
Everything.
Hey, I'm sure I could get it. I just when you're live and under pressure.
Maybe if you say it in an Australian accent, it would help.
No. I'm all right. Moving swiftly on. I'm joining late, but happy to hear what you guys are talking about. We live in Northeast Washington State.
Who is that?
That.
Let me
get to it.
You gotta say their name.
Ira Rose Cottage. EYRE. Ira Rose.
Hey, Nicole's Garden. Hey, Ira Rose Cottage. Thanks for joining. And those of you who are just now joining, I just want to say we've been arguing over how to do the front yard.
Agapanthus.
Agapanthus.
Sure. It's the best you're going to get.
And just letting everybody know that we did start a membership for the channel. We've got fun emojis for the bottom tier, including
if you feel so obliged.
A bush emoji. So when you feel like ranting, just throw a bush up there. I think I've got a picture of Gus as an emoji, loyalty badges, member only chats. So if you're interested in helping to support the farm on a monthly basis, feel free. Still going to be posting lives for public, still going to be uploading videos. You know, this channel's kind of taken a shift. We're going from where I used to just focus on farmers market
Cut flower stuff, yeah.
We're shifting more into just garden life in general. Someone who's trying to grow things and make it work and taking y'all on this crazy journey with me. And I'm so glad to have y'all here with me because y'all mean the world to me. And it's so much fun to see what y'all have to say, what y'all come up with, your suggestions, and all of that.
And if you just want to donate a little bit, you can go in the form of super chats. Super thanks is a thing as well. Or I've known some people, not here but other content creators, they'll sub for a month for a membership, maybe 2, and then back out. It's not a yearly obligation. It's just a month by month obligation.
Yeah, and there's always buymeacoffee.com as well.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Most of you who are on buymeacoffee.com, we do a coffee with Jess where I just sit there and basically update you about my life and what's going on. So, just options out there. But, y'all liking, those of you who like and comment on the video and share, thank y'all so much because it helps the channel, it helps YouTube know that, hey, we like this video, please push it out, which is really nice.
Colorado Tulips, I think if you're on mobile asking about memberships, you can click the join button. I don't know if it's going to be the same for everyone's mobile phone, but somewhere under the video feed, you can click join, and then the membership option will pop up from there. I think you can also go directly to someone's channel if they're not live at the time and click on memberships. It's somewhere in there.
It is, because I went to Flower Hill Farm, Garden Answer, You Can't Eat the Grass, and looked at their membership stuff to get my ideas. They are the big ones that we all love. And y'all, Garden Answer got me. Laura got me.
With what this time?
Annuals. Sarah, thank you, Sarah Ford, for joining the pedal crew. First member. Maybe just me and you hanging out on those member-only chats.
Do we have the video up yet of us testing mics?
No, I'll be posting a member-only video next week.
I guess we should have led with that.
Of us, of us testing mics. So for those of you who do buymeacoffee.com, you're still going to get those morning coffee with Jess videos, and then I'll have different videos for members only. But don't worry. We'll still be doing lives for the public. We'll still be posting videos for everybody. Yeah. But,
And like I said, we're not out here begging for memberships. This is just something for fun. If you feel obliged to do it, you can. And also, it can feel kind of weird. I'll bring it up. I'll be transparent. If someone's doing buymeacoffee.com and this, it can feel kind of weird.
It is
on our end.
Yeah.
Getting 2 sources. Yeah. You don't have to do either one. Or you could just do one. Is there a way to incorporate YouTube memberships with Buy Me a Coffee?
I wish there isn't. I actually debated on doing memberships with buymeacoffee.com because I get to keep more of the profit. But
how many people are going to click the external links to do that?
It was that. And it's just easier to do it through YouTube because I'm able to just go live on YouTube. Whereas with the other one, I'd have to do like a Zoom call. And set up
a different platform. Everyone has to have that platform.
There's no emojis. There's no member shout outs really that I could do. Money from honestly, buymeacoffee.com. If you're going to donate directly, buymeacoffee.com is better. But YouTube is great for the membership part because then it's kind of like a steady part to the channel.
Yeah. Sarah Ford, you are a hero. We have a pedal bestie.
My first pedal bestie.
Hero, love you, legend.
Welcome to the pedal crew. But I've decided that's what we're going to name everybody, the pedal crew. Actually, Casey came up with the name.
It was kind of hard to just figure out tier names.
Yeah.
Because we're associated with flower. You're associated with flowers. But how do you tier flowers? It's subjective.
And I didn't want to use flower friends because Nicole already uses flower friends.
Yeah.
So that's what we decided to do. But anything helps. And y'all, if you don't want to join the membership or buy me a coffee, that's fine.
You don't have to do anything. You just hit like button.
Liking.
What is this?
That's hush. Let me talk.
What is this?
Liking and sharing and commenting really, really help. It really does. But yeah, we've got a video on us testing these our new lapel mics that I got.
Not up, you said? Not yet?
It's not up. It'll be up this week for members only. So Sarah, be sure to check that out. Casey makes some great faces. I've never realized how talented my husband is.
That's where Wade gets it. The faces.
Wade gets it. As I'm like,
Ira Rose says I pronounced it correctly.
oh, good job. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So
Nicole, what major landscaping do you have to do this year?
Nicole's got major landscaping.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
At Colorado Tubes, we kind of sort of answered that. Vesna?
Mm-hmm.
Bulatovic?
What is Bulatovic?
I like lilac idea in different color. What do you think about it?
I like lilac. I love the lilac plant. However, it's kind of like a limelight hydrangea. It doesn't do well in super hot weather, if I'm remembering right. From watching Sunflower Steve, as you remember, he grows them. If you watch Nicole at Flower Hill Farm, talking about another creator here, but she has Sunflower Steve, and he has that flower farm, and he's growing limelights and lilacs in direct sun. And here we're too hot. I have to grow limelight hydrangeas at the back of the house where
East
it gets
side of the house,
morning sun, afternoon shade, because they do not do well in direct sun here. They just don't.
Correct.
Just around the house, it's very haphazard. I've done the master gardening course and realized many things are, and it disappeared.
Are not appropriate for the conditions we have. There can be a little gray area on some things. You'll see a recommendation, but it's just a broad spectrum. You're kind of in this area, but we don't know specifically.
You know what really gets on my nerves is when you see a plant tag that you know nothing about and it says full sun, so you plant it in the full sun, talking about you dahlias, and you plant it in full sun, and then you're having to put up shade cloth because it's not full sun for you. What Colorado Tulips asked. She had a question.
Question about your leftover seeds from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll toss anything out to grow without seed starting? Or is it just useless without having a deer fence up?
I have a box.
She does have a box.
You know what's in this box?
That's it?
So while I was waiting on the live, I put together seeds that I want to grow this year. So I did throw away some seeds, mainly floret seeds. And the reason is, before you come at me, is because they were 3 years old. 3 years. Seeds will still germinate, but the germination rate goes way down the older the seed is. So I got rid of a lot of seeds that were old. So this box are the seeds I want to grow this year, which means we do need to put up the deer fence because I want to grow sunflowers.
Yeah.
I want to grow sunflowers.
And we are drastically reducing the back garden area, at least in half.
It's a little under half the size it was.
So? Yeah.
Yes, we still need to finish pulling up the tarp.
There's only 3 strips left.
3 strips, yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
Sacrificing all the glads and tulips I put there. Yeah. The deer have already ate them, and they're so cheap.
I've mowed them.
You did not.
You told me to. She told me to.
I probably did.
I wanted to, and she told me to, so I did it.
I was like, just maintain the area.
Enough said. Don't have to tell me twice.
So I've gotten this box, some zinnias, my favorite zinnias. I'm going to grow.
The zinnias did pretty good here.
They're gorgeous.
They thrive.
They're wonderful.
That and Gumfrina love it here.
So some Oklahoma pink, Oklahoma ivory, Blue Point wine, Blue Point lime, lilac, and Senora. So Senora is a pink cactus zinnia, and then the Blue Points are these giant, they're basically Benary's giant zinnias. Back when Benary's was sold out everywhere, they had like some kind of disease or something. Benary's, that's the most common zinnia brand that you would buy.
I just know the zinnias.
They're
the
great.
Orange one, the yellow one, the green one, the white one.
And then the Oklahoma ivory and Oklahoma pink are the little ones. So I'll have some for bouquets. So, got to have that. And then I got to grow some Celosa. The Ruby Parfait is my favorite. So even though it's slow to germinate, it's just such a great plant. That's the purple plume thing that I love to grow. Yeah. Some Gumfrina, just the pink Gumfrina because it takes over.
Why not the white one?
I'm not a big fan of the white.
Oh,
and then I had some red and orange, but they've like got this big, and then the pink and white overtook it.
That's why
you don't remember them. I had like one bloom, and they were like scrawny. And then some giant orange marigold, Cupcake Blush Cosmos. And then I'm out of my Mrs. Lemon Burns basil.
Really?
I'm out. I'm so sad. But
was that the purple one or just the all green?
All green. That smells so good.
Those smell good to me.
But I have the cinnamon basil, which has green leaves and will give me a similar look. So I'll grow the cinnamon instead of spending more money on seeds. I don't need to buy more seeds. The rest of the seeds I'm saving. So I'm not throwing out a ton of seeds. I'm still saving them because it's hard to give up farming, guys. I love the flowers. And I've got a video coming out, but right now I'm kind of struggling with the get up and go, especially in the mornings. I'm struggling with that. But I think a little flower plot for myself to go out and harvest flowers and create YouTube content would be great. So those ingredients will give me a nice flower bouquet.
I initially thought that was all you had left when you first brought them up. I was like, whoa. And then like, no, that's not all you have left.
I have 2 giant boxes full.
Yeah.
Full.
As you kept talking, it dawned on me, no, this is not all she has left.
I can't give it up. I'm a seed hoarder. Buy all the seeds.
All right, let's catch up in some chats here.
Yes.
Just around the house. Colorado tulips. Oops. What are you knocking over?
The box lid.
Said gasp. I'm not sure when she gasped, though. How do you say that?
Red.
Oh, red? Is that a sigma or
RDED?
Sigma symbol?
Yes.
Am I right? No.
I think so. But that is a long time person.
Zone 8.
Been with me for forever.
Oh, okay. Zone 8A here, and I can grow lilac by planting it near a faster grower, crepe myrtle, that creates shade. We have a crepe myrtle.
That is a fantastic idea.
That was here on the property. I don't know if a bird pooped the seed out. I don't know if someone planted it, but there is a crepe myrtle in the back. And now that I've cleared around it, it's done a lot better.
And it does get shade right there in the afternoon, kind of. Because it's like in the curve of trees.
Prior to us moving here 6 years ago, it was just a thicket, which in our terms is just a small gathering of small gathering. And words help me. It's
just a bunch of briars, trees. Yeah. You can't go through it. It's not like
new growth in the grand scheme of things. New growth for trees in a wild area. There we go. So it's still tall from trying to grow over everything. So a lot of the lower branches you see on a lot of other crepe myrtles is not there.
Yeah.
Because it was competing with a bunch of other stuff before we got here. And like I said, it's still really not produced those lower branches yet, like you would traditionally see.
But you still have the curve of the thicket like right behind it.
Yes. It's still near the wood line. It is, yeah.
I could do that.
That is true. All right,
what are some more comments that we can catch up on the chat?
Nicole's Garden. Sunflower Steve ships to Canada this year, so I got a few packs this year. Can't wait.
Exciting. Who said that?
Sunflower. Nicole's Garden.
Nicole, I'm excited for you, girl. I love his sunflowers. They're like a Van Gogh sunflower. It's so pretty.
You'll have to show me that.
Yeah, I will. I mean, they're gorgeous.
Didn't get any of the new floret seeds, though.
Don't blame me. It's kind of hard.
It's just sell out.
They sell out very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Who is Floret?
Floret is Erin Benzicky.
Oh, that's the big commercial
the books
lady
that I have behind you. Yeah.
Commercial grower.
I have all 3 of her books. She's
still a commercial grower?
Seed wise.
Okay.
So she doesn't do like a flower farm. She grows just for the seed. She's a seed distributor now. And she has her own channel on Magnolia.
Roebuck says LA licenses are so expensive.
Yes, they are.
Add up. How do you expect to stay profitable? We're not this year. Did you ever start a farm stand by the road? Take off with this story.
Okay, so first off, I did renew my florist license, which was $100. You have
to stay on top of that.
Just to stay on top. You have to retake the florist exam every 5 years. So I had to renew that so I don't have to take the florist license again and pay $100 for that and another $100 for the license. I did not renew my nursery permit, which you also have to sell flowers from your backyard here in Louisiana.
Letting that lapse, will that cause issues?
No, because it's just they have a person that comes out and goes, okay, stamp of approval.
Oh, okay. It's not like the license where you have to take a test and all that.
Correct.
None of that. Okay.
It's just they're saying I basically don't have a bunch of invasive plants or bugs or infestation. I'm not spreading disease.
You're not growing drugs.
I'm not growing drugs. Anyway, I have a video on roadside stand experiment that we did. I'll need to throw that up in the community post for you all. But long story short,
One of my early involvements
one of your early involvements
with the channel, sort of.
So I did a roadside stand. I thought I could do the farmer's market and a roadside stand to just kind of have. So at the front of our driveway, you can't really even see our house. It's just trees, like right up against the
You see
driveway.
it from the driveway opening. That's
Yeah. So I tried to do something like right beside it.
She had a sign.
I had a giant sign. I sold one, maybe two bouquets.
At least two.
And I was so excited when I got home and saw that I sold 2 bouquets. I mean, there was nothing else sold. And they jipped me. They owed me $20 and they only gave me a 10.
Sorry, suckers.
I was so mad. I come in, I'm like, I finally sold bouquets, but they only paid for one. I was so mad. You know who bought the bouquets? Who bought the bouquets, dear?
I don't remember.
I mean, if you're going to buy
I felt bad. I wanted her to have something for it. Look, it's okay. Listen,
it was a giant fail.
I love my wife, and I wanted her to have some type of success. She has done so much through the years, trying to start her own little side hustles.
Oh, we've done a lot.
And really, it's really hot here during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really want to get out of your car. You really, even if it's just to get out and grab something in 30 seconds, you don't really want to get out of your car.
And the traffic,
it's 100+ degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 40 Celsius.
And
for you other folks,
I will say this: the traffic we have is a lot of 18-wheelers.
Yeah. And
honestly, the community here is great, but they're not my target audience. They're like me, where we're a little too cheap to pull over.
$20 for flowers. Ugh.
I go to the bargain bin at the supermarket now.
Yeah.
So the people I'm targeting are north of the interstate in their fancy houses where, they like to buy home-grown flowers. I'm not my ideal market, and neither is my community, apparently.
Mm-hmm. How long was this live going to be? That's me asking. There's a reason I'm asking.
I was going to go at least an hour,
okay,
maybe
we got
more.
8 minutes till an hour.
Okay.
I just wanted to see. That's all. To catch up on chats.
Oh, let's catch up on chats.
Because we ramble.
Because we can go longer. we can go longer, y'all.
I lost my place. The license is WS. I like how the purple gumfrina shines in full sun.
It does.
Does it shine?
It
glistens?
It kind of has a glisten. It's gorgeous. I love gumfrina.
I didn't know of a purple one. You didn't have a purple one.
No. Yes, I did. It
just got taken over by the...
No, it's just... there's more pink than the purple. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a gemstone, like the color of my jacket almost.
Metallic-y?
It's not like
pearlescent?
It's not a true purple.
Oh, the color. Okay.
Yeah. It's more like a reddish purple.
Gotcha. Colorado had to go silent for a minute, but it's still listening.
Well, thank you, Colorado. Tulips.
Lisa says, I can get you Mrs. Burns from a local seed library. Do you have your mailing address posted anywhere? I think I asked once, but lost track.
Oh, I don't. But you know what? I'll give you my email. And if you email me, I'll email you my postage address.
She emails you. You email her.
Well,
she mails.
Listen,
it's email, snail mail.
I love y'all, but I don't want you showing up in my front yard.
Why?
Because there are people that before tried to show up in my front yard.
No.
It's an issue.
She is very popular.
Living on... Be quiet. I got recognized twice the past weekend.
She did. On the same day.
Living on a prayer flower farm at gmail.com. Email me.
Why did you pick such a long name?
I don't know.
No, focus down target. Do they both have the same water requirements? It's tough to compete with larger shrubs for water.
Talking about the lilacs. I don't know.
I'm not sure. That was right after her.
Probably the lilacs.
Mrs. Burns post.
They might.
Robo says, we are great together.
You do more laughs?
Pay me. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my own heart. I don't know what that was.
I don't either.
They actually didn't sell out fast because the prices were so high. I just decided the colors weren't the best options for farmers markets.
For the fluorescent sale.
That's what Nicole says. Yeah, bright colors always sell better.
Oh, it's because they're pretty.
They are. Even I, who's not a flower snob. I mean, they're not. She's not wrong. No, you know what I'm saying. It's just the colors. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
orangey stuff.
Don't like orange as much.
I like the orangey zinnias and the green zinnias.
I like the giant orange marigolds,
for example.
But otherwise, give me the lime zinnia because it's just a great filler flower. And give me bright pinks, give me purples, give me all the pretty colors.
Yeah, Lisa says, responding to Nicole, master gardeners are trained to approach planting landscapes with right plant, right place. It's two totally different things. A market and doing something at your house or a landscape. It's two totally different aspects.
Well,
whatever the word
when
is.
I had the farm going, people used to ask me, I bet your front yard is gorgeous.
Gross.
And I'm like,
mistaken.
I can grow things in rows, not so much in a landscape. But we're going to work on it. You know who does a great landscape cut rose garden is North Lawn Flower Farm. I'm jealous of her.
North Lawn
Flower Farm. She's a YouTube channel. I'm sure most of y'all know Danielle.
She's a YouTube channel.
She's a YouTube channel.
That's a YouTube channel.
You know what I mean. But she has a cut flower garden. It's gorgeous.
I keep losing my place. She's been learning so much. Wrong, Bo. Sorry, it came out wrong. Oh, just talking to each other. Grocery store flowers go for $20. Yeah. This one behind us was 13 and change.
Because you didn't go to the bargain buggy. Okay.
Not everybody has a bargain buggy flower grocery store.
Super One, where
they don't know what that is,
has a buggy full of flowers like off the side.
Super One? These people don't live here.
It's a grocery store. It's a grocery store. And behind
Brookshire's is their parent company. That may be more widely known.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're mostly here in the South. But behind like all the beautiful flowers is a shopping cart. A buggy is what we call it here in the South.
Yeah, buggy. Yeah.
Bargain buggy.
Or shopping cart for Yankees.
I don't like shopping cart. Sounds too. Ugh.
What do you call the place you put your buggy when you're done with it?
The buggy cart.
Festival.
Okay. Anyway, they have all the flowers that I guess they think are going to go bad that they got to move out at a discount. So I can get like a $25 bouquet for $10. So that's
How long does it last?
Honestly, it's been lasting like a week. Because
the bargain buggy flowers?
And that's because I'm cutting the stems and putting in my own flower food.
Okay, so say the untrained buggy holder.
Buggy holder, there you go.
I used to call it a corral, is what I used to call it. But I heard vestibule the other day. What was I talking about? Oh, for the untrained, to just throw it in a vase.
Don't do that.
Don't cut the stems. Don't put the food in there. Well, not everybody's going to know that. I only know it because of you.
Mm-hmm.
But for the average person, how long would that?
I mean, you're going to
get bargain buggy going to last.
Maybe 3 days. Maybe.
Really, that's short?
Well, I mean, the flower stems are going to kind of dry as you're arranging them, and slowly it's just going to kind of.
They're not going to arrange it. We're just going to plop it right into a vase.
Well, you don't know how long they've already been sitting in water.
Yeah, but for us that don't know, we don't care.
I know, but that's why I'm saying it's going to be that short because it could have been sitting there for a week.
All right.
The stems are hardening at the bottom or turning to mush.
I am the idiot customer you sell to. You got to think of it that way.
I know, and I tell them, do this to make it last.
And they're like, and go home and throw away the food packet you gave them and just throw it in the vase.
My customers, because I'm professional, someone's going to love that.
Throwback.
Said that my flowers would last them about 2 weeks.
That should be another tier, professionals.
Professionals.
I don't know what we would offer.
I don't know how I'm not a professional gardener, so I didn't feel comfortable putting it there, but I was going to like spell it out like pro.
Oh, yeah.
Chanel.
I forgot. There is one channel I'm a member to, not pertaining nothing to this. Your name changes color in the chat, letting people know.
Hey, look at Sarah's screen. You're great, Sarah.
Do your pictures change after they've been a member for so long?
Yes. Yeah, you get loyalty badges. If you've been here for a year, you get to turn into Gus. A farm pug.
There you go. I think you can do it for every 6 months, maybe, or something.
But I did it where it changed every month, I think, or so.
Gotcha. Where are we at? That was grocery store, $20. Nicole said I got recognized once when I had 500 subscribers. I was so shocked. That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
That's
Nicole?
cool.
It makes
It's
you feel
really
good.
weird. It feels really creepy too sometimes.
You're saying that, or she's saying that?
Me.
It felt awesome to me. I was like, hey.
I don't know you.
Well, you helped me.
I know. I'm picking.
All right. So if you ever see me in public, I used to be like, oh, thanks for recognizing me, and then shut down, because talking to you like this is a lot easier than talking in public. I'm a naturally quiet person until you get to know me, and then I just turn weird.
No, she's not.
I turn weird once you know
loud.
me. Once I know you and I know how weird I can be with you.
I'm surprised I haven't had to tell you to slow down.
That's because you're here to offset me, darling.
I think so, honestly. And I'm catching myself reading or talking fast. Yeah. But and with our accents, it could be kind of difficult to understand, probably.
But anyway, you gave me the suggestion of, hey, Jesse, when you find someone in public that knows you, just ask them what their name is.
How are you? What's your name?
How are you?
Do you mind if I shout you out on the show?
I've got a new video coming out this week, Thursday, where I got sucked into buying annuals, and I had someone at the farmer's market, recognize me, and I was able to.
They were there. Like, I couldn't leave them alone.
So, Denise, if you're watching, thanks a lot. It was nice meeting you. I remember your name because it's not very often I get recognized, but it's fun when you do.
Linda says, I got my buggy flowers to grow leaves and roots. LOL. How?
What kind of flowers?
Grafting? Is that a word? Where you graft? Is that
That's grafting onto something else.
Oh.
Like, that's how they make rose trees. Is they graft it onto a tree.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ira Rose Cottage. I'll have to watch this again from the beginning. Fun. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love you. Yes, Danielle is so lovely to watch. You're all lovely. Roses. Linda got roses to grow. With leaves and roots. That's cool.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
She doesn't know how. Fair, because that's news to us.
If you just leave them in the water long enough, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe you got part of a taproot and didn't realize it. I don't know. I doubt it.
Maybe.
We are 2 minutes over an hour.
Wow.
Do you want to keep talking? What do you want to do?
Yeah. I mean, if y'all have got
Does
more
Chad
questions,
have any questions? Yeah.
We would love to answer them. I love having you here. It's so much fun having someone else talk with me. You are. I was like, you might become more popular than I am, Casey. Well,
I mean, I already know that.
Okay.
I already know that's going to happen.
Humble. So humble.
It's not going to happen. You are the channel. Sarah Ford, thank you for another chat. I had my living on a prayer. Wind cheater?
Hoodie.
Hoodie. It clicked. Yeah, we call it a hoodie. Windbreaker, I guess, is another name for it. Sweater, pullover, various different names. On the other day when I went to Bunnings,
thank you.
And the lady, Bunnings, is that a? Oh, I should know what that is. I forget. Came up to me and told me she watched your YouTube videos too.
Really?
You're international superstar.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is really cool. Thank you, Sarah, for telling me that. And thank you for buying the merch. It's always awesome when I know somebody. I tell people about you, Sarah. I'm like, I've got someone in Australia wearing my sweatshirt. And they're like, really? I'm like, yes. I may not be a huge thing in Ruston, but I'm big in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Which, I used to always want to come visit Australia. But Sarah, are the spiders really that huge?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, honey, I'm sorry. You're going to have to come to the States and visit me. You can sleep on the pull-out couch, okay? We'll let you stay.
If anything, just more abundant. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't do spiders.
If you stay on the coasts, east and west coast, is it okay there?
Well, I hear
the middle of it is like desert.
Well, like they say in the coast, if you go in the water, they've got things that can kill you that are like you can't even see.
What, jellyfish?
Like the invisible jellyfish that will kill you. They're invisible. They're invisible. Like you can't see them with your human eye.
Like Mermaid Man's vehicle.
Listen, I watch a lot of Discovery on things that can kill you. And Australia has a lot of them.
We have them here.
But I know what they are here, and I can see them.
Linda says she just put them in a vase and forgot about them.
There's the secret. All right. Do that. We'll do that, Linda.
If you're not selling, how about competition? State fairs, get your name out there. You ever thought of that?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Roebuck is asking. Potentially, yeah, I could see something somewhere.
Then
going on
maybe like
that.
a flower or florist state fair thing. I'd have to really up my game.
Normally around here, it's agriculture, is in farm animals.
Yeah.
Are at a lot of state fair
or
shows.
vegetables.
Really?
Yeah, like the biggest, pumpkin that you can grow, which you remember how well pumpkins did when we grew those. We had two out of 30 that ended up coming to fruition.
We had some reseed.
We did. They were like
mowed them
this
down.
tall.
Yep. Debbie says, I'm glad that both front yard layouts include Russian sage.
I love garden answer. Lauren with garden answer is what made me want to do Russian sage.
Colorado almost made me curse. I feel like Casey's the new Aaron.
That's a huge compliment.
I'll take it.
We love Aaron. Aaron is garden answer's husband. Lauren's husband.
I kind of knew that, strangely. Nicole, our town has an agricultural fair. Oldest one in North America. It has veggies as well as floral entries for amateurs.
That's pretty
I don't know
cool.
why, but this heart react is just in the way at the brand new chats, and it's very annoying. I don't know how to get rid of it. Anyway.
You went silent on me.
Yeah, I got distracted. I had a squirrel moment.
So you're the new Aaron. That's pretty awesome.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
You've been accepted by the pedal crew.
If you want us to match the Lauren and Aaron lifestyle, we're gonna need a lot more memberships, guys. We're gonna need a lot more memberships, okay? We're gonna need 2 new tiers, $50 a month.
He's joking. But you should wear your living on a prayer.
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. I genuinely did not think about it. I really didn't.
He has one. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he does. He'll wear it around town. To work. We actually went to a friend's house wearing our Living on a Prayer flower form hoodies. Mm-hmm. And his friend was like, what is this? Because the kids, I think, had their shirts on too. We all matched.
Really? Yeah. Yes. Sponsorships is a thing. We're not big enough for sponsorships.
No, we're not.
We're not big enough. If you were able to keep up with things, mm-hmm. There's no telling what the subscriber count would be at now. And then the bigger subscriber count and sponsorships want to see your watch hours. It's not all about subscribers. It's about watch hours. Watch the subs, mm-hmm. But if you're not getting watch hours, they're not going to touch you. Yeah. And you got to watch out for scam sponsors.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Swiftly moving on.
What's that look for? I've never had a scam.
She's never had a scam sponsor.
Okay, just one.
Where did the hose go?
We don't speak of these. Anyway.
Where are we at? You want to read more chats? We got more chats.
Yeah, send me more chats. I like having you on.
Once Russian sage matures, says Lisa, it will hopefully or happily reseed all over your yard for you.
I will let it because I want it in the front as well.
Is that just a sage bush? Those are kind of like a little tree.
No, it's like giant flowers. You've seen me watch Garden Answer.
I'm thinking of just sage.
You've seen like she's got a bunch of boxwoods and then like a purple thing.
You know how vague that is.
She's got a bunch of
box thing with purple things.
She has boxwoods in a circle.
So they're not boxes; they're circles.
Boxwoods in a circle with the sage plant cinnamon lace. I think is what she has.
I remember the alliums.
Okay,
inside bushes.
It's a different one.
Why do I remember that thing?
Because it was glorious.
It was very pretty. I remember that from 2 years ago.
That's not there anymore. It's gone.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
But it's very pretty. It's just a giant purple bush, and the pollinators will love it. It'll look gorgeous, and it lasts from like spring through fall. Am I right?
I don't know.
So it'll be beautiful.
Take care, Nicole. Hope supper's good.
Thank you.
Square boxwoods, circular square.
Yes, square boxwoods in a circle.
Isn't that kind of redundant? Square box? Maybe that's what they're laughing at. Square box. She's letting you know it's 3-dimensional.
Did I really say square boxwood?
I didn't catch it. I caught the square circle or whatever it was.
Be nice to me.
I am. I love you. All right. So we're about 10 minutes over. Do you want to keep going? Does chat want to keep going? What do we want to do?
If y'all want more of this, if you got more questions, let us know. Otherwise, we'll wait a minute or two and then shut her down.
If we keep going, I'm going to have to tinkle in a minute.
Thank you for letting everybody know that.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave the mic here.
I always wanted to visit Australia, but feel the same way about the poisonous things out there. Yes. Sorry, Sarah.
If it didn't take 2 days to get there, I wouldn't mind going. I would love to go there.
You know, if you ever do like travel in the States or get to the States, one place you should visit is P. Allen Smith's farm.
Mm-hmm.
He is a famous gardener in the South. He's on the public broadcasting channel. And I actually went and visited his farm. It's Moss Mountain Farm. I have a video of when we went to there as well, back in my earlier YouTube days. And it was gorgeous. Like, y'all, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It's not that. How far away is it?
It's only about 3 hours from us.
Yeah,
it's
we're very
Arkansas.
lucky. We're very lucky because there's some people that could be 20 hours away or more. So,
well, for those of you who don't live in the States, you may think 3 hours is a long drive, but it's a day
if you're
trip.
in the UK, that's just like, no.
It's a day trip.
People in Australia, I think Australia is as big as America.
Probably.
So they're familiar
Sarah
with it.
can tell us. Is 3 hours a day trip for y'all in Australia, or is that like you need a hotel to stay at?
Even 3 is like kind of pushing it for
That's
me.
for you. For me, I mean, it's a day trip. It's a day trip.
No, I'm staying.
We had some more comments.
We do. Russian sage does get tall, says Linda.
Which is what I love. I want it to get tall.
Colorado Tulip says, oh, you know what? Any kind of sage is awesome.
Thank you.
Gorgeous flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Deer resistant. But yeah.
That's what I'm excited
about. My step-grandmother had a big sage. It was like a tree, her sage bush. It was a tree.
Huh.
Can't wait to see the Russian sage. This has been so much fun. I've got to head out.
Well, bye.
Take care. Guys, you don't have to worry. That's what Sarah says.
Thank you, Sarah.
How many of us can see the eclipse tomorrow, says Lisa. It's going to be raining most of the week here, so we're probably not going to see it. It'll just get dark with clouds.
And, you know,
I had to guess.
I bought glasses for it because even though we're not in the totality zone,
we're still pretty close.
We're going to be in like the 95% totality rate. And I bought glasses for me.
Totality rate?
Totality rate.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. Listen, I'm
thinking fatality rate. I don't know why.
That's a completely different thing.
Don't listen to me.
But I bought glasses for this, and now I'm disappointed because it's supposed to rain all week.
You can have it for the next one.
In 20 years.
Have to dust them off.
I'll be in my 50s.
So yeah, I think here it's just going to be cloudy, and if I had to assume what would happen, it's just going to get darker. If it's already raining, it'll be really dark.
I want it to get darker. That'd be really cool.
2 minutes. And then we're back to normal.
I'm supposed to be at work tomorrow, so I was planning on being like, it's time for the eclipse, and walking out for like 20 minutes to look at it.
You have to stand under like the awning or porte-cochere. Is that the fancy word for a cover? Porte-cochere?
I don't know. I'm just a poor redneck, y'all.
I know. I heard this from rich people a long time ago. Russian sage is a good pair with peonies, says Red.
I'm not brave enough for peonies. I tried growing them once. Well, you have to wait 3 years before you can harvest on them. Yeah. That's
going to be something you just leave then.
Yeah. That's why I never re-attempted it after the first try. It would be maturing this year. If I had planted it. Yeah.
Lisa says 83% at 1:55 tomorrow.
That's
Omaha,
awesome.
Nebraska.
Are you going to go outside and watch it?
Yeah, you're pretty close too.
Hopefully it's not
you can
raining.
watch from the window.
Well, it's not as fun from the window. You got to go outside, right?
When peonies finish in the south is when the sage gets going.
Oh, that'd be a fun combination.
Roebuck says, OMG, I'm jealous. P. Allen is my hero. I used to watch him years ago. I used to watch him years ago on PBS.
I met him. I got to take my picture with him. He was really nice.
He was at home that day?
Yeah, he was there. Nice. He gave a speech while we ate lunch.
That's right.
And then I waited in line and got a picture with him, and it was really nice. He's a really
I remember
nice
the picture now. He signed a book?
I think so. He signed something for me. I don't know where it's at. But also his kitchen, y'all. His kitchen is amazing. I want his kitchen. So many different appliances.
Sarah says you can do it in a day trip. So I'm assuming she's referring to
like
3
us.
hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know it's huge. Over yonder or down yonder.
Down yonder.
Linda says, I'm Native American, and my mom said not to go out and look at it. I'm not going out.
I'm superstitious. So what's the reasoning behind that?
Because it'll hurt your eyes.
Well, I've got glasses for it. But I'm more the superstitious type than Casey. So if you tell me that there's like a reason not to, like bad spirits or something are gonna come at me,
If there's a ladder up, I'm walking under it 30 times. I don't care.
Nope, won't do it. I'm superstitious to a degree.
Debbie says it would be nice to try peonies when you're not also trying to deal with a bunch of annuals. I don't know. What does that mean?
Because I might have went and bought a bunch of annuals. And when I flower farm, I'm dealing with a bunch of annuals.
We're supposed to be redoing the front yard, and what do?
Buy annuals. I blame Laura. Blame Laura and Aaron at Garden.
Don't blame. Don't. No.
I accept no blame.
They have no influence over you.
I was, you're
a grown woman.
Denise at the farmer's market, who recognized me, got on to me as well. She was like, "You're supposed to buy perennials."
Yeah, she should have gotten onto you harder. Lisa says, "Bought glasses for the fam today." That's awesome.
Fun. Y'all must be having good weather. I'm so disappointed that we're gonna have rain.
Yeah, it's probably just here in the southern region. Yeah,
stinks.
Pretty normal this time of year.
It could have held off for one more day.
Put annuals in the front yard. Well, they have to go somewhere.
They are in the front yard. And
they are. It looks pretty good for what we have. It's pretty good.
Listen, I did a really good job. Even though I bought them without a plan, I came up with the plan. It looks great. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Looks good. Whew. So
it'll come out.
We're about 16 over now. Maybe it's about time we wrap it up.
I think it is time to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
We love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for chatting with us. Thank you, Sarah Ford, for your membership. Woo! That's so nice of you. We'll have a members only live soon, and we'll have that video of me and Casey testing out these wonderful mics and getting into shenanigans this week as well for you as being one of the pedal crew. So thank you guys so much. And as always, I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.